Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching yet another episode of Lima Shenanigans of 1977. And it's Tuesday night, and you know what that means. It's time for the NXT Event Center. And here's the man that will bring you all that has happened on NXT, Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer, sir. Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977, episode number 1363 of the show. What's happening? Hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful night, a blessed night, and everything else. And we're going to get right into talking about NXT Spring Breakin' Night 1, Spring Breakin' 2024, Night 1. Now, before I do that, because I want to fill up some time here, real quickly, give me just a second here, brother. Yeah, I want to go to my X.com. All right, and it seems to me, I'm going to go to AEW's X account. We got a lot to talk about. There's going to be the fallout. You know, we're not ready. We're not ready for what? Oh boy. Yeah. Let's see. Oh shoot. Son of a turkey. Son of a turkey neck. Yeah, that's what it. This is what happens when you try to. All right. Here we go. Now, what I meant to do is I need to, there we go. Now, let's go. And, now, first and foremost, let's go and check out what's going to happen on AEW tomorrow. Tomorrow night on Dynamite. This is the fallout from, I always talk wrestling. Doesn't matter, WWE, AEW. Have some fun with it. Tomorrow's Dynamite, the fallout from Dynasty, will take place at Daly's Place. There'll be a championship celebration for the new TBS champion, Willow Nightingale. I wouldn't be surprised if Julia Hart or Mercedes Moné get involved somehow. So I'm sure Stokely Hathaway is pulling out all the stops. Congratulations to Athena. She is formerly known as Ember Moon in the WWE. 500 days as the Ring of Honor Women's World Champion. Congratulations to her. And there will be an ultimatum by Trent Beretta. Whose side Chuck Taylor going to take? Trent, will the best friends become the heel called Not So Best Friends? Or will he take the side of Orange Cassidy? So you got that. Also, and it looks like we're here from the new nickname, the Learning Tree, Chris Jericho. Are you freaking seriously kidding me, right? So, also the IWGP World Heavyweight title will be on the line as Jon Moxley to defend the gold against a member of the Don Callis family, Powerhouse Will Hobbs. Check that out. And meanwhile, looks like the Don Callis family wants to really make sure they get some gold, but in an eliminator match, AEW World Heavyweight title, Swerve Strickland, the new champ, will he will take on the Ring of Honor television champion, Kyle Fletcher, who is also a member of the Don Callis family. Seems like old hot dog head, a.k.a. Don Callis, wants to try to take all the gold. Meanwhile, there's going to be a debut in AEW, an in-ring debut, AEW for my new favorite girl from Stardom. That's right, the lovely, the gorgeous Mina Shirakawa. She'll take on Anna Jay. Mina Shirakawa, and I would not be surprised if the Timeless One, Toni Storm, tries to get involved somehow. As you know, Mariah May is Toni Storm's understudy, but also she was part of Club Venus with Miss Mina Shirakawa and Xia Brookside. TNA Knockout Xia Brookside. So personally, I am very excited for Mina Shirakawa's in-ring debut. I love Mina Shirakawa. She is one of the most gorgeous ladies in Japan. I'll tell you what, if I had a Dream Survivor Series team, definitely I would put Asuka, Kairi Sane, Io, Kairi St. Io, the newest member who's coming to NXT in the summer, Julia. And I would put Mina Shirakawa or Hikaru Shida. Maybe Hikaru Shida can be an alternate. Will be part of the team. Mina Shirakawa can be an alternate or be in a corner woman. So those are the three main matches right now. It will be the World Title Eliminator matchup and World Title Eliminator matchup. I can't wait. And personally, well, we'll see what happens. Okay. All right. So, can we get going? It's already about 5 minutes in. Can we get going on what happened on NXT Spring Breakin'? Because we got a lot to ground to cover. Everybody, lots of rivals for their matches, contract signings, and whatnot. All three GMs get to meet for the are meeting for the WWE Draft, discussing about and scouting out NXT talent. As you know, NXT is involved in the WWE Draft once again, and as you know, the draft starts this coming Friday night on SmackDown, and it'll be first round, second round, third round, all that good stuff. And I think the post-draft rosters will go into effect after WWE's Backlash coming May the 4th, and that will be basically a week from this Saturday. So got lots of craziness here. And it kicked off with the Triple Threat Women's Championship as Roxanne Perez defending against Lyra Valkyria and Tatum Paxley. Heck of a matchup this matchup has become. But Roxanne Perez does retain the title. But what if she gets drafted? What does this mean? A little bit more on that. Thea Hale was talking to Fallon Henley and Kaylani Jones, being thankful that she worked everything out with Mr. Chase, Mr. Andre Chasen. And that, she says she can't wait to get her hands on JC Jane. That match will be happening on night 2, of Spring Breakin' next week. And then Jada Parker decided to interrupt them, and then Fallon Henley and Kaylani Jordan, who are good friends at Thea Hale, started talking, and then Fallon Henley was getting upset, started talking trash, talking with Jada Parker. Here comes two ladies screaming and yelling at each other, going crazy. Look out, folks. And meanwhile, Tyreek Igwe and Tyson DuPont will be making their NXT debut next week. Newest tag team talent, those two big fellas. I'll tell you one thing, that adds more to the tag team division in NXT. Going to be a lot of fun there. And Kelly Kincaid interviews some NXT alumni, the Diamond Mine. That will be Creed Brothers and Ivy Nile. They're talking, and she asked them what their thoughts on the NXT Championship match between Ilya Dragunov and Trick Williams. Remember, the stipulation is this: if Trick Williams does not win, he leaves NXT. Even Trick Williams says, if I don't win the title, I don't belong in NXT. I accept those terms. So, but then they're saying, Trick Williams and Bruce says Ilya Dragunov, and even Ivy Nile's going with Trick Williams. It's going to be really exciting. Then 6-man tag matchup, the D'Angelo family, that will be Tony D'Angelo, Channing Stacks Lorenzo, and Luca Crucifino with the lovely Adriana Rizzo in their corner, going up against the No Quarter Catch crew. Now, as you notice, there's a team of 3 instead of a team of 4. Drew Gulak, well, because of the allegations that were happening with Ronda Rousey at the time, Drew Gulak's been kept off TV. I would not be surprised if WWE releases him. They already released a lot of talent already. They already released Jinder Mahal, Indus Sher, Zaya Lee. They've also let go of Cameron Grimes and Von Wagner. I wouldn't be surprised if Drew Gulak would follow. Well, we shall see. But the No Quarter Catch crew will be NXT Heritage Cup champ Charlie Dempsey, Damon Kemp, who is the real-life brother of Gable Steveson, and Miles Bourne, who was the first deaf WWE wrestler in that company's history. But the No Quarter Catch, but the D'Angelo family ended up being the victors in that matchup. And Lexis King was talking to Baron Corbin, disrespecting Baron Corbin earlier on, as Baron Corbin was talking about, Braun Breaker. And so you heard you leaving NXT. I don't know what you heard and all that, but then you got, that leads up to a matchup. later on tonight. Fallon Henley went one-on-one with Jada Parker, and Jada Parker won the matchup, but here's the surprising, OTM and Scripps did not get involved. Smart move. So, JC Jane dresses Thea Hale, calling her an ingrate, and like I said, they're going to do battle next week. Meanwhile, Lola Vice addresses Natalia. Natalia responds to Vice. And then Kelly Kincaid interviewed J.D. McDonough, and J.D. McDonough knew about the rivalry between him and Ilya during the NXT UK days, and he believes that Ilya is going to walk out with the gold. But then the New Catch Republic came out. Pete Dunne says, he was going for Ilya, but Tyler Bate thinks that Trick Williams is going to walk out the champion. A lot of NXT alumni want to watch this matchup. Then they had the underground contract signing between Natalia and Lola Vice. You know how contract signings go. Natalia with Carmen Petrovic, whom I found out she's Canadian as well. It looks like that Canadian connection, they've already bonded. And Carmen Petrovic, smart young lady to take on Natalia as a mentor. And believe me, Natalia is going to teach Carmen a lot. And I think with Natalia's skills that she's learned from the Hart family dungeon, it seems to me only a matter of time that Carmen Petrovic will be gunning after that Women's North American Championship. But, Natalia signed the contract. Lola Vice came out by herself because there was supposed to be somebody in her corner in the NXT Underground matchup. They signed it, and then Ava says it's set, but then Natalia wanted to know who is going to be in the corner of Lola Vice. When Lola Vice says this woman, I got the fastest hands in NXT, but this woman woman training me and helping me, they're going to be going faster. Shayna Baszler will be in the corner of Lola Vice. Now, Lola Vice is a former MMA fighter as well. So I think Shayna Baszler, it makes a lot of sense. But Shayna Baszler also trained Natalia, too. Was training with Natalia as well. So this is going to be an interesting training with Natalia. Natalia trained Shayna Baszler to adjust from MMA fighting to professional wrestling. And I'll tell you something right now. It makes a lot of sense. It's going to be a great... And then all of a sudden, when Shayna Baszler made fun of Carmen Petrovic knocked her out with one kick. Lola Vice and Natalia were brawling. This is going to be an excellent match. That match, the first ever women's underground match. They should have an underground championship, to be totally honest. If you add another championship to NXT, get an underground title going or something. That'll be a great thing. Who knows? You have a women's underground and a men's underground championship. Well, why the heck not, right? Anyways, so, and then Rich Holland was getting an interview, but then Sean Spears interrupts and says, embrace it. Embrace what? It looks like Rich Holland's getting annoyed with Sean Spears, but I'll tell you what, it's going to be very interesting to see what happens. Then the final testament was addressed in the NXT roster. Now with the addition of the NXT North American Women's Championship, maybe Scarlett can train up and go after that. And AOP's got their sights set on the tag titles, which next week, the first title defense for the new champs, Axiom and Nathan Frazier, they'll defend it against the very dangerous AOP. I think Karrion Kross may be thinking about becoming NXT champ again. Well, we'll see what happens. So the final testament. So Axiom and Nathan Frazier responds with the NXT locker room and said, hey, we're going to show them next week what we're all about. And then the Creed brothers says, yeah, not the Creed brothers, the Good Brothers, excuse me. They're like, yeah, you should, yeah, all the tag team titles, They were mocking him, and then all of a sudden, one ended up breaking Adrius Enofe's mirror. And then Vic Joseph goes, I don't want to have, and Adrius Enofe, I've been saying mirror's bad luck. That's 10 years bad luck. Farting. I'm only kidding. Gotta have a sense of humor, guys. Come on now. Anyways, the Beach Brawl. So Ruka and Blair Davenport, and these two ladies brawled it out, and Ruka did end up winning in the end. That match with the Soul Snatcher. Then Trick Williams was getting ready for the matchup. He ended up FaceTiming with his mom on the phone, which is so super sweet and so super cool. Having mom, you get to fight your battles, mom, and yeah, Just do me a favor. She goes, whoop that trick. I love you, Mom. He says, oh, really sweet, you know. Yeah. What extra motivation? Talk to the people you love, especially when it comes to your parents. They're very important. Your parents are important no matter what age you are. All right? If they're still alive, talk to them. And, listen, my parents taught me a whole lot, man. So just seeing Trick Williams talking to his mom on camera, hey, I love it. I love it. But then, how'd you get more motivation? Johnny Gargano, former NXT Triple Crown champion, walks in, shakes hands with, so listen, he motivates Trick Williams and say, hey, go out there and do it. Go out there and do it. And all of a sudden, Trick Williams gives him a hug and says, thank you so much. That was really cool. That was a cool moment right there. It was great. And then Metaphor was on TikTok trying to go to a live event, but their car breaks down. Everybody fixes the car. The girls fix the car. They're going. They're going up. Now, Baron Corbin went one-on-one with Lexis King, and it was a great matchup, but Lexis King ended up pulling off an upset. That was the biggest victory of Lexis King's career. Would that put him in the draft, or would Baron Corbin's stock go down in the draft with that loss? And that could be each match in NXT is mega important at this rate and time. So you better look out for that. But then Sarah Schreiber interviewed Ilya Dragunov. Dragunov says he's determined to remain the champion. But then another familiar NXT alum, World Heavyweight Champion Damian Priest says, good luck, champ. And then when Sarah Schreiber says, go back to you, Damian Priest puts his arm around Sarah. How you doing? Damian Priest, you sly dog, you. I'm kind of wondering if Sarah Schreiber is single. If so, Damian Priest is hitting the bullseyes there. Gotta love the new champ. He knows what's up, man. God respect Damian Priest for that. And then Byron Saxton interviewed Trick Williams, and then Trick Williams says, listen, I know what's on the line. I'm putting everything up. I'm taking it and risking it all. I got to show him what I'm all about. Then the match happened. This was a heck of a matchup, and this was a matchup that could have gone either way. But ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match and new NXT World Heavyweight Champion, Trick Williams. Trick has deserved this. Trick deserves this. He's worked very hard. He turned from hype man of Carmella Hayes, the then NXT champion, to becoming the NXT champ himself. And I'm going to tell you, man, he earned it. Trick Williams earned it. That could improve his stock for next year's WWE Draft. I'd be shocked if he was drafted this year. But I think Trick Williams was ready to hold on to the reins of NXT. New era, and it starts with Trick Williams. That's all there is, and that's all it's gonna be. Trick Williams, congratulations, my man. Ilya Dragunov, congratulations to you too. Can't wait to see you in the main roster, Raw or SmackDown. And we might see if he goes to Raw, we might see a rivalry renewed with Gunther. Who knows what's in store? Because after Backlash, the Raw and SmackDown rosters will be set in place. The new post-draft. And I'll tell you what, Io Sky is drafted separately from Damage Control. It goes over to Raw. She has an opportunity to become a Grand Slam champion if Becky Lynch stays on Raw. This is going to be very interesting, ladies and gentlemen. Anything can happen. This Friday's the draft. We got huge deals, man. We know Julia will be on her way to NXT this coming summer. Possibly Heat Wave. And if Roxanne Perez still holds on to the title by then, don't be surprised if Julia be the one to challenge her. Who knows for sure. Like I said, check out AEW Dynamite tomorrow. World title eliminator matchup. Champion versus champion as Swerve Strickland, the new AEW World Champ, going up against the Ring of Honor television champ, Mr. Kyle Fletcher. Then you get the IWGP World Heavyweight title on the line as Powerhouse Hobbs challenging Jon Moxley. And in women's action, 1-on-1, the debut of the lovely Venus herself from Stardom, Miss Mina Shirakawa, as she goes 1-on-1 once again in a rematch from a Ring of Honor taping, Miss Anna Jay. Then we got the championship celebration for the new TBS champion Willow Nightingale. The new FTW champion will be hearing from the Learning Tree, Chris Jericho. And whose side is Chuck Taylor going to take? Trent Barrettis or Orange Cassidy's? We'll find out tomorrow night on AEW Dynamite, the fallout from Dynasty. That's all, like I said, that's all there is, and that's all it's going to be. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching episode 1363 of AEW Shenanigans in 1977. Tomorrow, not only just AEW Dynamite, but I'll be pulling that 1-hour bandit as we play the game where knowledge is king and Lady Luck is queen. Alright? The Joker's wild. Beat that devil. That's it. So, until the next episode comes rolling around, Mr. Announcer, take us home. That is all for today's episode. This is your announcer speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A Big Beefy E, do it for Bob Saget Productions, and in association with a Raven Bofa Telepictures and Distribution. Thank you for watching today's episode. Tune in next time for another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. Goodbye for now.